Going to the archery range tomorrow morning. Yes! I'm gonna pull Carolyn's car out. They are actually gonna ride bicycles, load up the bike. So I'm just gonna pull all the way out here.
There she is.
I like that. So lizards, they eat butterflies, and they're scared of owls. And the two little dots, they're eyes of an owl.
We just pulled into the Panola Mountain archery range. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye, be careful. Love you, River. There's two different ranges. There's a 3D range and a static range. Not sure what to expect here. This is cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot 3 arrows per target at each one of these stations here and just go through the course. Let's see where we hit on this little ram here. Just gut shots. Looks like down there there's a frog, so I'm trying to get that frog. I did very poorly on that one. Looks like all 3 of them went over the frog's back. Station number 3 now. The ram that's really far away. That ram is really far, so I'm gonna have to aim pretty high to get this arrow all the way down there. That's probably 50 yards maybe from here. That's pretty, I would never take a shot like that. Well, I was aiming about 2 feet above him, and every time I was way under the last shot, I went a good what looked like about 5 feet above him, and you'll see where it ended up going. All the others ended up stopping short here. So I think that last one kind of arched over his back a little bit. That's a really difficult shot to make that far. Let's see. So that one's got to be pieced back together. If I hit it, it's probably going to knock it over. I'll consider that a success. So the first hit knocked him down. Second hit I put in the rear end because this one was down. The third I aimed for the rear, but it skedaddled off. There it is. There's a bear down there. There's 5 and 6. So I'm not sure which one's 5, which one's 6, but I'm going to start on the right and then go down to the left. So we'll start with this tree. Again, over the back. The first one hit the top of him. All the other 2 went straight over his back. Now this bear at station 6 is going to be a lot more challenging. It's through the woods there and pretty far for me. That's a far distance, maybe 40 yards, something like that. Maybe 35. Let's go check these out. Getting kind of thirsty. Look at that first shot right through the Achilles heel. That's the second shot, and then the third. It's not bad from that distance. Number 7, 15 yards away, not very far. I should be okay with this one. Made it easy. Looks like what I will be actually going after. So there's a big buck down there, and that's about 35 yards, I think. First one was under just its belly, right up underneath its belly. The second one hit dead on, and the third one I was trying to go a little higher and it grazed right over the top of his back. Flew over because it went oh, haha. You get to walk in between shots, so you go to one and you go to the next station, and so now I'm to station 9. I'm not exactly sure how many stations there are. I'm guessing there's 10, but I don't know, we'll see. So 9 is some kind of little fox or wolf or something. Or the target now, I guess. So station number 10 is a big mosquito up on the hill there. See how we did with the mosquito here. It's buried. And up the hill we've got a raccoon. Sorry, ants are crawling all over you. Ants. Did you see any ants on the lens? They were all kind of high and to the left. I was trying for right there. They all ended up drifting left. Here's the bear I was looking for earlier. This is a bear on station number 12 here. This thing keeps going. Starting to get tired. I can feel myself getting tired drawing back, but my aim is still okay for, you know, the way I usually am. A little high on the shoulder. Should have been more in, obviously, that zone. Station number 13, and this is basically what you don't want to see in the woods. This is a standing bear. Looks like would attack, come running at you. 50 yards, maybe 40 yards. So I'm gonna try my best, but I'm probably gonna be low on all these shots. First shot at this bear, I thought it was gonna drop as much as the other one, that ram that was this distance, but it seemed to go right over his head, and then I dropped the dot a little bit from that and aimed right at the top of his head, and ended up with 2 pretty decent shots for what I would say. So I can't seem to find it. I'm going to press on, and if this is the way back, then on the way back I'll search for it, but I want to be able to go through the whole course. Turkey with no head. So 14, I just did 2 shots. They went right through the center of this turkey, but you can tell I'm starting to get tired because I bruised my arm here, my form, and getting a little careless maybe with some of my shots. I really shouldn't have overshot that bear. I mean, he was standing up. I should have just aimed for the head from the beginning, and that way I wouldn't have lost an arrow. But another buck, 15, 20 yards maybe, and pretty big target to hit, but I feel like I did pretty good. It was 10:30. This thing keeps going on and on. There's 16 now. I'm at station number 16. And it looks like a coyote looking in the opposite direction, so he doesn't see me coming. God, freaking ants. Looks like we got a turkey down here. So this feel is very much like where I hunt, and so I think this is actually a really good representation of what I would be shooting. So I'm gonna see if I can rest this on tape. There we go. Not too bad for about 20 yards. Way down there is a little black bear. First arrow, I aimed right at the top of its back, and I watched it fly and drifted right to the spot. So that was awesome. The second arrow, I did the same thing, but I must have like dipped at the last minute because it shot right underneath him. So first arrow was brilliant though. Close to the archery range, I can kind of hear stuff back there, which means I'm probably circled around and towards the end of this. But we got another station here, 21, and there's some bushes in the way, tree angling in, so this is gonna be a tough shot to make. I don't want to aim too high, but I'm gonna try to aim right above its rear end there, and see if I can hit it right. So I don't know about this one. I was drifting left a lot on these shots here. One looked like it grazed right over its head when I was actually aiming for over its back. I was hoping it would drop and land in the right spot, but oh, this is a cougar. Looked like a bear. It's huge. But the first one went over its head. Second one got it in the neck, it looks like. Archery range is right over there, the main range with everything set up. So I started, basically came in that way, looped all the way around this thing. Now I'm going to come back out at the range there. So I'm at 22. So this is the last of them. It looks like a coyote, but it's missing the center portion of it. So I'm going to aim for its hind quarters there. Yeah, both of them flew over its butt. So, oh well. Really a lot of fun. That was super fun. There's 22 targets total, and it's a good walk all the way through. It would be fun to do this with someone else. I think I might bring my brother up here. He would probably really have fun doing this, and could just make a day out of it. So Panola Mountain, pretty cool, pretty fun. They have all this out here, that huge range back there, and basically it was just me and one other guy, and he was on the static range, and I was on the 3D range the whole time. Didn't even see anybody the whole time I was on the 3D range. So that was very cool. I go drive over and pick up the girls. They are at the other nature center area. Was it quick or was it long?
Moderate.
We
It
had
was
to like take 10 breaks.
Oh really?
long because we had to turn back around.
Were there a bunch of hills?
Yeah. It was. We had to that first turnaround kind of set. Was it
It
fun?
was fun. It was so much fun.
Did the other guy go around?
I didn't see one person. He went to the target range. I was the only person the whole time. Never saw anybody.